Everyone, and welcome to the Bellevue Bruins Sports Network, coming to you live from the Coach Jerry Mosser Court inside the Gordon Lozier Athletic Center on the campus of Bellevue University in Bellevue, Nebraska. We bring you the final matchup of the 2023 Fairfield Inn by Marriott Bruin Basketball Classic. Tonight's matchup, the home team, the Bellevue University Bruins, who picked up their first win of the season last night, taking on the Harris-Stowe State University Hornets, who lost in their first matchup yesterday against Dakota State. On the season, the Bellevue Bruins now 1-6 overall, Harris-Stowe 2-7. So these two teams both trying to get their seasons going in the right direction as we've completed about 1 month or so in the early portion of this NAIA basketball season. Mick Krupski back behind the microphone with you this evening. Thanks for joining me. In yesterday's games, for the visiting Harris-Stowe Hornets, they were led by by Seth Chargois, who had 24 points. Patrick Evans had 13 points as well, a good chunk of their 72 points they scored last night. For the home team, Bellevue Bruins, in their victory over Ozark Christian College, the Bruins had a whole slew of people in double digits, led by Jerome Bynum, who had 17. Jaden Phillips had 14. TJ Fritz with 13. 12 for Caleb Chang, and 10 points from Akeem Loudermill. Yesterday, the Bruins were hot from behind the arc, making 17 three-point baskets, 17 out of 36 attempts. Those are some stats from yesterday. Let's look at the season totals for both squads. First of all, the visiting Harris-Stowe State Hornets. They're led in scoring by Patrick Evans, 15.1 points per game for Evans. Second on the team, Seth Chargois, who averaged 14 points per game. He was the team leader yesterday, as we just mentioned. Their leading rebounder is Patrick Evans as well, so the top scorer and top rebounder, pulling down just over 5 rebounds per game. On the season, the Hornets are shooting 42% from the floor, 31% from behind the three-point arc, and 76% from the free throw line. They average 68 points per game while allowing 74. For the home team, Bellevue Bruins, on the season, the Bruins are led by Jerome Bynum, who was the top scorer again last night, 15.6 points per game for Bynum. TJ Fritz averages 12.4, and Nigel Wilson is the other double-digit scorer for the Bruins, averaging 11.9 points per game. Jaden Phillips right behind them, averaging 9 points per game. So a big night for him tonight would up that average. The leading rebounder is Jaden Phillips, averaging 6 rebounds per game. On this 2023 portion of the season, the Bruins are shooting 46% from the floor, 42% from behind the three-point arc, and 71% from the free throw line. Bellevue is averaging 74 points per game, allowing 79. Two teams down on the floor getting their final warm-ups in preparation for the start of tonight's contest. The final of 4 games as part of the Fairfield Inn by Marriott Bruin Classic. Dakota State University finishes 2-0 in the Classic, defeating this Harris-Stowe squad yesterday, and earlier today knocking off Ozark Christian College. Bellevue Bruins are currently 1-0 in the Classic. Harris-Stowe 0-1. Ozark Christian finishes 0-2. Those are the 4 teams involved. There's a buzzer. The teams will head to the bench. We'll have the introduction to the starting lineups, and then basketball coming your way right here on the Bellevue Bruins Sports Network. We'll turn it over to PA announcer Simon Falcon as we get ready for tonight's contest.
Today's second game features the Harris-Stowe State University Hornets and your Bellevue University Bruins. Bellevue University and the NAIA committed to maintaining the true spirit of competition and athletics. Please do your part by showing respect to every spectator, athlete, coach, and official involved in this evening's contest. Let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First, the starters for the Hornets of Harris-Stowe State. Winner tonight's game with an overall record of 2-7. At 4, a 6'3" junior from St. Louis, Missouri, number 5, Patrick Evans. At guard, a 6'6" junior from Tulsa, Oklahoma, number 12, Seth Chargois. At forward, a 6'7" junior from St. Louis, Missouri, number 15, Breon Mosby. At guard, a 6'2" senior from Inland Empire, California, number 25, Anthony Bell II. And at forward, a 6'8" sophomore from Brockton, Massachusetts, number 32, Tyler Victor. The Hornets are coached by Michael Cook in his second season, and he is assisted by Sierra Brown. And now, the starting lineup for your Bellevue University Bruins. At guard, a 6'3" junior from Manhattan, Kansas, number 2, TJ Fritz. At forward, a 6'5" senior from Falcon, Arkansas, number 5, Hakeem Loudermill. At point guard, a 6'1" junior from Concord, California, number 11, Christian Carter. At forward, a 6'6" freshman from Phoenix, Arizona, number 15, Liam Thompson. And at guard, a 6' senior from Chicago, Illinois, number 25, Jerome Bynum. Your Bruins are coached by Lucas Gabriel in his 5th season, and he is assisted by Nate Geiser and Aaron Davis.
Thanks once again to Simon Falcon, the PA announcer. You'll hear Simon's voice in the background of our broadcast today as the Bruins and the Hornets about ready to tip it off tonight. Final game of this basketball classic. Bruins will be in their dark black uniforms with purple and white trim. The visiting Hornets will be in the white uniforms with black and gold trim. All right, opening tip is in the air. It's controlled by Harris-Stowe into the hands of Breon Mosby, who gets the start today at that point guard position, working across to the right side to Patrick Evans. Back to Mosby. Bruins in a man-to-man defense halfway through the initial 30-second shot clock, and a traveling violation will be called against Anthony Bell II as he shuffled the feet before putting the dribble down. First turnover on the first possession. Bellevue basketball. Here's Jerome Bynum handling across the timeline over to Christian Carter. Now Liam Thompson. Christian Carter once again trying to look inside to Hakeem Loudermill. Nothing going there, so the Bruins reverse the basketball. TJ Fritz will put up the three-pointer. It swoops out. Neither team able to score in its first possession. Crossover dribble on the drive to the basket by Bell, denied by the Bruins defense. Kick back out. Hornets will reset their offense with the basketball. Patrick Evans puts up the jump shot from about 15 feet. Couple of touches on the rim, but it won't go down. Christian Carter with the rebound, bringing it up the left side of the floor over near the Hornets bench. Now Hakeem Loudermill gets his first touch. Jerome Bynum with the dribble down the right side of the lane. Contact made. His shot off the side of the backboard. It'll stay Bellevue basketball, as they say. It was deflected by Seth Chargois. Chargois, the leading scorer for the Hornets last night. Jerome Bynum, the leading scorer for the Bruins in yesterday's action. Hakeem Loudermill, one-on-one situation down low against Tyler Victor. Baby hook. First points of the evening scored by Hakeem Loudermill, the junior out of Falcon, Arkansas. Third possession for the Hornets. Pull-up jump shot from about 12 feet away. That one is good. Anthony Bell II in the scorebooks for the Hornets. Bruins quickly ahead to TJ Fritz. Harris-Stowe gets back on defense. They too are playing a man-to-man. Fritz loses the handle. Streaking down the court, Anthony Bell II, but streaking even faster. Liam Thompson gets there to knock the ball out of bounds. Great hustle play on defense for Liam, the freshman, redshirt freshman out of Phoenix, Arizona. Inbounds play for the Hornets. That one's nice job by TJ Fritz to deflect that pass off the foot of Patrick Evans and out of bounds. Second turnover against the Hornets. Backcourt pressure. Chris Carter fights his way through that, trying to work out of the double team trap, gets it over the top. Here's Bynum across the timeline. Jerome streaks down the middle of the floor. Open look for TJ Fritz from three-point land. It's nothing but net. 5-2 lead as TJ Fritz with his first points of the evening. Fourth possession for Harris-Stowe. They work it around the top. Outside the perimeter, now the drive inside. Contact made, and a foul's going to be called. That'll be in the act of shooting, so free throws upcoming. The foul's going to go against
15,
Liam Thompson. He'll pick up his first personal, first team foul at the free throw line. Will step Seth Chargois. Chargois averaging 14 points per game. makes the first free throw. He's a 71% free throw shooter on the season. 5-3 our score as the Hornets switch bodies in the free throw lane. Chargois' second attempt is good as well. 5-4 our score early going. We saw Harris-Stowe do that yesterday in the game against Dakota State, apply some backcourt pressure. Doing it again here. Carter and Bynum work around the backcourt pressure. Bruins back into the offense. Bynum looking inside to Loudermill, nothing available there. Good defense applied down low by Breon Mosby. Fritz denied a path down the baseline. Shot clock under 10. Here's Bynum, step back three. Jerome off the back iron, no good. TJ Fritz in the battle for the loose ball, and he'll win that. Bruins a fresh 20 seconds on the shot clock. Bounce pass inside from Fritz to Loudermill. He's tied up, but it'll stay Bellevue basketball as it goes out of bounds. Found out last night in our interview with Jerome Bynum that his uncle, Will Bynum, professional basketball player, NBA player, played with several teams. I think Detroit Pistons is where he spent most of his career. Chris Carter, the look from three-point land. Too hard off the back iron, battle for the rebound. It'll stay Bellevue basketball as Loudermill competing for the board with Tyler Victor. Subs into the game for the Bruins.
Number 14.
Nigel Wilson comes in for the Bruins. Caleb Chang as well.
Number 10, Raiden.
And Raiden Groby. Here's Bynum. Step through, kick out to Chang. Caleb off the mark with that one. The Bruins, they mentioned yesterday, had 17 three-pointers. Chang had, I believe, 3 or 4 of those. Don't have the stat page right in front of me anymore. Drive down the lane. There's going to be a whistle and a foul call. That's going to go against TJ Fritz. First personal, second team foul. Inbounds play upcoming for Harris-Stowe. First a substitution. Ken Martin off the bench.
Number 11.
Martin, a junior from Flint, Michigan.
Ken Martin.
Trying to run off some interior screens. And TJ Fritz with the block. The stuff against Seth Chargois. Outside the three-point line. Great defensive play by Fritz. Again, trying to run off some screens. Nigel Wilson got a hand on it, but couldn't corral it. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Pull-up jump shot from near the free throw line. Bounce off the rim, bounce off the top of the board. Collected by Anthony Bell II. He'll kick it out, and a three-point shot landed by Ken Martin just off the bench. His first shot is good for 3 points. Here's Caleb Chang and Jerome Bynum. Two guards elude the backcourt pressure. Nigel Wilson, top of the key with the basketball. Back to Chang. Fritz, bounce pass inside. Loudermill in traffic, a little bit short. The rebound tipped out to Seth Chargois. Quickly ahead comes Harris-Stowe. Talking with head coach Lucas Gabriel last night, he said this Harris-Stowe team is a very athletic, very quick team. The Bruins need to handle the basketball and rebound. Those are the two things he cited yesterday. He'll cite them again today. Another three-point attempt on its way. That one is good from Patrick Evans. A 10-5 lead for Harris-Stowe. 4.5 minutes have gone by. TJ Fritz will knock that one down. His second three-pointer of the evening pulls the Bruins to within 2 points at 10-8. Anthony Bell II will leave it for Seth Chargois. Crossover dribble. Bruins switch on defense. Chargois trying to drive against Wilson. Nigel got his hand up to force a change in the angle of the shot. Bruins trying to quickly push it ahead. Jump stop out to Caleb Chang. He'll get it to TJ Fritz. That one is no good. Good job of boxing out on the defensive boards by Patrick Evans. 10-8 our scores across the way. Head coach Michael Cook tells his team to slow the pace down a little bit. Anthony Bell II directing traffic. Pass inside. Nigel Wilson tries to help with the defense, but makes contact. That'll send Breon Mosby to the free throw line for 2 shots. Nigel picks up his first personal third team foul against the home team Bruins. Harris-Stowe out of St. Louis, Missouri, still no team fouls as 2 Bruins and 2 Hornets await to come in between these 2 free throws by Mosby. First one is short. Mosby averages about a point a game. Liam Thompson back in, Chris Carter back in for the Bruins. O'Bray Rufus and Darren Sunkett. First time on the floor for the Hornets. Mosby had been 3 for 3 from the free throw line on the season. He's now 4 for 5 as he makes the second. A 3-point lead. Again, backcourt pressure. Thompson comes to help out. Across the way to Caleb Chang. Hornet defense backs up, but it forces the Bruins to take 7 or 8 seconds off the shot clock. Groby to Chang, inside to Wilson. Top of the key. Groby into the lane, bounce pass, and a stop. Raiden Groby with the assist. Nigel Wilson with the bucket. The Bruins are back to within 1 point as we hit the 14-minute mark of the first half. Slunkett leaves it for Martin, who's off the mark, and it'll be Bellevue basketball. A chance to take the lead for the Bruins. Timeout requested by Harris-Stowe State head coach Michael Cook. We'll take a timeout with them right here. It's the Hornets 11 and the Bruins 10 with 13:53 remaining in the first half of action. Again, I want to remind you, if you'd like to send along a text message and be part of our broadcast, we invite you to do so. We gave you that number last night. We'll give it to you again. 402-515-7654. We got a couple texts that came in late yesterday they didn't get to. Let's get to them now. Let's go, Nigel. We love you. All kinds of exclamation points as well from your sister, Nylea, listening in Tucson. So sorry I didn't get to that one last night. Congrats to the Bruins. Let's do it again tonight. That's from the Groby Grands in Oakland, Iowa. And Team Carter looks forward to another winning performance tonight. 402-515-7654. Bruin fans and Hornet fans, we invite you to be part of our broadcast. Liam Thompson with the basketball for the Bruins. Now Caleb Chang trying to get the high screen from Nigel Wilson, but the stubborn Hornet defense doesn't allow that to happen. Shot clock into single digits. Chang loses the handle. It's a turnover into the hands of Ken Martin. He'll bring it up the right side of the floor. Pull up 3. It's good. 14-10 our score, courtesy of the tray from Ken Martin. Christian Carter works his way through traffic. Liam Thompson tried to get it inside, but again, no go on that play. Groby tries to penetrate. He'll bounce pass to Wilson. Bruins will reset. A small but noisy crowd on hand today. Groby, the head fake, the pull-up shot. And Raiden, just before the shot buzzer goes off, Raiden Groby with his first bucket of the night. 14-12 our score. Anthony Bell II assuming most of the point guard duties thus far in the contest. O'Bray Rufus with the basketball to the top of the key to Breon Mosby. Working around the screen, trying to get back into Mosby. Up and under, a nice move inside, but Mosby can't get it to go down. And the Bruins escape that play. A chance to tie with a 2, a chance to take the lead with a tray. Chang, the California native, trying to work off the screen and wide open underneath. Liam Thompson with the left-handed bucket. The Bruins have tied it at 14. Liam, the redshirt freshman from Phoenix, off the nice assist. Crossover drive in the lane by Evans. Ball off of somebody's foot. It winds up out of bounds on the battle for it. Still haven't seen, it looks like a, they'll call it a jump ball as it kind of went out, and the possession arrow pointing.
Number 5, Patrick Evans. Number 32, Tyler Victor.
To the Hornets, so they'll retain possession over near the Bruin bench. Couple of subs coming in on either side. Tyler Victor, one of the Hornets, back into the game. Liam Thompson with another strong defensive play. Knocks that one out of the hands of Patrick Evans. Jerome Bynum back on the floor for the Bruins after that last stoppage of play. And a whistle's going to be called from the outside. A foul against one of the Hornets as they were trying to get position going through a screen. Offensive foul against number 5, Patrick Evans. First personal, first team foul against Harris-Stowe. Again, backcourt pressure. Thompson comes up to help once again. Jerome Bynum across the way. TJ Fritz has an open look for 3. His third tray of the evening. He'll celebrate with the 3 fingers across the face as well. So 9 points for TJ Fritz leading the Bruins. 6 points from Ken Martin leading the Hornets to this point in the game. About 11.5 minutes remaining before our halftime break. Evans the second with a nice move on the inside play. That's Anthony Bell the second. Bell with his second basket of the game. Bruins working the left side of the floor. 3 men over there. Top of the key. Fritz opens up. Jerome Bynum opens for 3, and Jerome will knock it down. Jerome Bynum, his first basket of the evening is a tray, and the Bruins on top by 4 points, 20-16. Nice fake and drive to the basket, off the glass and in. Patrick Evans with a nifty move to find some space and then get the bank shot to fall. A 2-point lead for the Bruins. Jerome Bynum handling the ball right in front of us. Makeem Loudermill. Christian Carter in the far corner, passes up the 3-point look. Wilson with a hard pick across the way. Shot clock again in single digits, still plenty of time with 7 seconds. Bynum's pass deflected inside by Patrick Evans. He'll get the steal. And the Hornets will slow the pace down just a bit. We are under 10 minutes, halfway to our halftime break. Back out to the top of the key to Ken Martin. Martin, pull-up jump shot from the left side of the free throw area. That's no good. TJ Fritz with the uncontested rebound. Brings it up the floor. Open look for Christian Carter. His shot no good. Makeem Loudermill on the battle for the rebound. A foul will be called. Tough move inside. Strong move inside by Makeem to pick up that offensive rebound. 10:37 on the clock. We're under 10 minutes. That'll be our media timeout. Our score, the Bellevue Bruins 20. The Harris-Stowe Hornets 18. Final game of the 2023 matchup in the Fairfield Inn by Marriott Bruins Basketball Classic. All right, let's see if we've got any text messages for this evening. All right, we do. Keep the momentum up, Bruins. Get that win. Good luck, Nigel and the team. Go Bruins. All right, thanks again. We had one last night from Nigel's family, another one today. And here's another one that was with us last night as well as tonight. Go Bruins, cheering from Scottsdale, Arizona. Liam Thompson's grandparents are watching our broadcast. Thanks, you guys, for being part of our program this evening. A great way to spend a, what day is today? Saturday. I get confused sometimes, quite often. Saturday evening. Great weather here in the Midwest today. Temperature about 60 degrees, sunny, very little wind, so a beautiful day to be outside. We're back inside now with basketball action. We had a volleyball broadcast earlier this afternoon. Bellevue women's volleyball team in the NAIA National Tournament opening round. They defeated Indiana University East in that matchup, 3-1. They'll be on their way to Sioux City, Iowa later this month to participate in the 2014 National Championship Finals. Men's basketball action here. Women's basketball tonight on the road against Emporia State in Kansas. And the Bellevue men's soccer team, also part of the NAIA soccer tournament, as they take on Mid-American Christian. So a lot of activities, a lot of sports this weekend. Loudermill down below, loses the handle, but gets it back. Caleb Chang checked in, jump stop, kick out pass. Fritz inside the line, shot up, no good. Tough rebound inside, brought down by Tyler Victor. Tough move inside. Getting his offensive rebound is Patrick Evans. Kick out, three-point look by Seth Chargois. That's no good. TJ Fritz comes away with the rebound in traffic. And then a traveling violation called against the Bruins in the backcourt. Bruins with three turnovers as well for Harris-Stowe. Head coach Lucas Gabriel said he would like to see the Bruins keep their turnovers to 13 or less in this game. Try to keep good control of the ball. Pull-up jump shot misses everything from Patrick Evans. Bruins clear it, head quickly up the floor. Harris-Stowe back on defense. Christian Carter working his way around the screen from Wilson over to Chang on this near side. Again, trying to look inside. Tough to get a pass in there. TJ Fritz over the top, shot off the mark. The rebound by Chargois. He'll bring it across the timeline. Spin move, loses the handle, gets it back, looks for help from a teammate. Comes in the person of Ken Martin. Right outside the face of Brutus the Bruin, painted on the floor, looking up at you. Into the game, Daniel Hayes with the basketball for Harris-Stowe. Back to Evans. Bounce pass in the lane. The shot up off the glass and in. Credit the basket to Tyler Victor, the sophomore from Brockton, Massachusetts. We're tied at 20 all. 8 minutes to go in the first half. Nigel Wilson with the basketball, the junior out of Tucson. Now Chris Carter, the California native. Shot clock down to 7 seconds for the Bruins. Caleb Chang tries to work around the defense of Daniel Hayes, and Hayes will be called for the grab. Bruins will have 20 seconds remaining on the shot clock after the foul. First personal against Hayes, third team foul. 3 team fouls against both squads. Wilson to the corner to Groby. The Iowa native to Chris Carter. Christian knocks down the tray for the basket, and the Bruins back up on top, 23-20. First basket of the night for Christian Carter. 1 for 3 from the floor thus far. Team Carter listening in up in Northern California. Glad you're part of our broadcast once again. Almost stripped away by Fritz. Harris-Stowe maintains possession. Shot clock down to 10. Crossover dribble drive. Carter picks up the defense on the switch, but it's nailed by Patrick Evans from about 18 feet away. Hornets back within 1. These two teams obviously trying to up their records. Bellevue with 1 in on the season, 2 wins for Harris-Stowe. The entry to Nigel Wilson, tries to power his way to the hoop. Won't go down. Kick out to Ken Martin. Crossover, his shot is knocked out of bounds by Caleb Chang. They say a foul on the play, so more than likely in the act of shooting. They'll say yes, 2 shots. Caleb Chang picks up his first personal foul, the 4th team against Bellevue. Ken Martin will toe the free throw line. Martin averaging 8.7 points per game this year. Great free throw shooter, 92%. And it, by mentioning that, didn't even jinx him. That's how good a free throw shooter he is. Corday Brown and Anthony Bell II back into the game for Harris-Stowe. Shot is up and in. Final home game for the Bruins in the month of November. They'll be on the road for their next 3 contests. Chang across the timeline. TJ Fritz into traffic. Kick out pass. Raiden Groby won't go down. The battle for the rebound. Wilson had it momentarily, then lost it. And the Hornets leading by 1, a chance to extend their lead by just a little bit more. Chargois tries to drive baseline, kick out pass to Ken Martin. His shot misses everything. TJ Fritz will corral it in the corner. Bruins looking ahead. Groby was open momentarily. Now he's open once again. Raiden with the shot. Raiden with the 3-pointer. Second basket of the night for Groby. 5 points for him. 1 for 2, 1 for 3. Bruins up by 2 points. Very evenly matched, evenly contested first half of action. 3-point attempt by the big man Tyler Victor, that one's off the mark. Victor at 6'8". Drew iron on that one. Here's Caleb Chang. Now gets both feet across the timeline. Again to the corner, good ball movement. TJ Fritz, another three-pointer, counted for TJ. All 4 of his baskets tonight have been from behind the arc. He leads the Bruins with 12 points. Good help defense. The pass goes to the bench across the way. Seth Chargois was expecting a teammate to be over there, but nobody home. And the turnover gives the ball back to the Bellevue Bruins as we have a 30-second timeout on the floor called by Harris-Stowe. As Michael Cook wants to slow the pace down a little bit, talk to his team. He's doing so very emphatically, as Lucas Gabriel is on the Bellevue side. Michael Cook in his second year leading the Harris-Stowe State program. Sierra Brown is his assistant coach. For the Bellevue Bruins, Lucas Gabriel now in his 5th year at the helm of the Bellevue program. His associate head coach is Nate Geiser. Nate's been with him the entire time. And new assistant coach, Aaron Havis, as well on the Bellevue sideline. It'll be Bellevue basketball with 5:05 remaining in the first half. Jerome Bynum will bring it across the timeline, shadowed by Anthony Bell, the second. Groby bounce pass inside. Tough sledding there. Loudermilk with a kick-out pass. Bruins will reset the offense halfway through the 30-second shot clock. Bynum trying to weave his way through a seam over there. Gets it to Liam Thompson. Jerome, three-point attempt, a little bit short. Rebound goes to Anthony Bell. He'll bring it across for Harris-Stowe. Harris-Stowe State, members of the American Midwest Conference in the NAIA, the school based in St. Louis, Missouri. Oh, about a 6 to 7 hour drive to get here from there. Pull-up jump shot. That one's off the mark on the attempt by Anthony Bell. Into the hands of Akeem Loudermilk. Don't normally see him handle the basketball up the floor, but he does a nice job with it there. Now tries to come over and set a pick for Bynum. Groby looking inside, sees Loudermilk. Akeem double team, back to Radin. Now back to Akeem. Contact inside, behind the back pass to Radin. Groby, the assist to Akeem Loudermilk. A little extra fancy on that as Radin Groby knocks down his 3rd basket of the night. Largest lead of the evening for either team. It's an 8-point lead for Bellevue at 32-24. Neither team had more than about a 4-point lead to this point, but the Bruins now with the largest lead. Working down the baseline, shot from the corner, 3-point land, no good on the attempt by Corday Brown. Liam Thompson with the board, and the Bruins head back the other way. Bellevue with 11 assists on 12 made baskets. That's teammates finding teammates for looks, and bodies on the floor. Foul's going to be called on the play. That's against Breon Mosby, first personal for team. Anthony Bell, the second, getting up the floor a little bit gingerly. Looks like maybe a leg injury. Ken Martin back in. Eaton Smith back in as well for Harris-Stowe. Here's Jerome Bynum from distance, nothing but net. Jerome Bynum knocks it down, and the Bruins extend their lead to double digits, 35-24. Bynum with a couple of buckets from distance in tonight's action. Pull-up jump shot, contact made after the shot, no good. Groby with the board, brings it across. Radin a little behind the back dribble, hounded on defense by Patrick Evans. Over to Liam Thompson. Again, an assist and a basket for the Bruins. The lead to 13. Harris-Stowe State stuck on the number 24 on the scoreboard. The Bruins on a 13-0 run here. We were tied at 24. Bounce pass inside. Liam Thompson will be called for the foul there, as the Hornets trying to get it inside to Eaton Smith. the 6'5" freshman. Fritz, Wilson, and Chang back in on the floor for the Bruins.
Chang. Number 14, Nigel Wilson.
Inbounds play underneath for the Hornets. Trying to run cutters through, kind of a circular rotation. There goes the end of that Bruins string as Ken Martin knocks down the tray to make it a 10-point game at 37-27. Stoppage of play to retrieve the errant basketball. Now we're back to the action. And again, help from the forwards trying to get down the floor, but Caleb able to free himself. Brings it across the timeline. A little under 2 minutes to go in the half. Bruins with a little spurt, able to get to a double-digit lead. Shot clock down to 10. Hornets again trying to double team. That'll result in a turnover as Chang and Bynum. Little miscommunication. Caleb's pass went one way, Jerome went the other. 5 turnovers against the Bruins, 4 against Harris-Stowe. Bringing the ball to the floor. Nigel Wilson almost got the block, but somehow Patrick Evans able to weave his way down and cut the deficit to 8. TJ Fritz knocked down another one. TJ Fritz, the man from Kansas, now with 5 3-pointers. 5 of 9 on the night. 5 of 7 from distance. Drive from the left side to the hoop by Anthony Bell II. Under a minute to go. Couple of possessions remaining before our halftime break. Nigel Wilson working down the lane. His shot too strong off the board. The rebound cleared. Under 40 seconds remaining. It looks like Harris-Stowe will slow it down, try to use up as much of the time on the shot clock, about an 8 or 9 second differential. Not allowing Bellevue to have much to work with if they get a final possession. Anthony Bell dribbling around top of the key. Now he'll give it off to Evans. Shot clock down to 4. Evans loses the handle, stolen away. Jerome Bynum one-on-one against Aubrey Rufus, and Jerome Bynum with the finger roll. Clock running down to 2 seconds. A 3/4 length heave, and that one's in the hoop. Count that one from Ken Martin. He should probably get 4 points for that one as he launched it from just outside the 3-point arc on the other end of the floor. A little help from the backboard and the rim, and that'll take us to halftime. It's the Bellevue Bruins 42, the Harris-Stowe Hornets 34, courtesy of that heave at the buzzer. Let's take a look at some of the stats that we've accumulated from the first half. Bellevue Bruins shooting 53% from the floor. Harris-Stowe shooting 43%. Bellevue is 10 of 19 from distance. 53% from behind the arc. 5 of 11 3-pointers for Harris-Stowe State. At the free throw line, Bellevue did not shoot a free throw in the first half. 5 of 6 for Harris-Stowe. Bellevue with 6 turnovers. Harris-Stowe with 5, a relatively turnover-free game. Bellevue leading the rebound battle 17-13. Bellevue has 5 offensive boards, 4 for the Hornets. And in the assists, the category I mentioned earlier, Bellevue with 14 assists out of 16 made baskets. That's an outstanding effort by finding teammates. 5 assists on 12 made baskets for Harris-Stowe. Take a look at the individual leaders. For Harris-Stowe, Ken Martin with 14 points leads the way. Patrick Evans with 9. Anthony Bell II has 6. 2 points apiece for Seth Chargois and Tyler Victor, and 1 point for Breon Mosby. For the Bellevue Bruins, TJ Fritz with 5 3-pointers has 15 points. 8 points apiece for Raiden Groby and Jerome Bynum. 4 points for Leon Thompson, 3 for Christian Carter. Akeem Loudermill has 2, and Nigel Wilson has 2 points. Leading rebounder to this point Well, there's a quintet of players for Harris-Stowe with 2 boards apiece. For the Bellevue Bruins, it's TJ Fritz with 5 rebounds leading in that category. All right, going to take a little bit of a break here. I'll be back in about 7 or 8 minutes with more basketball action. A quick check of the text line before I go. Couple more in there. Let's get to those. Let's go Bruins. Love you, number 10. Want another win. Keep up the hustle. And happy Thanksgiving to all. Number 10, Raiden Groby. Again, that comes from the Groby Grands up in Oakland, Iowa. Glad you're with us via the Bruins Sports Network. Go Bruins. Keep the throttle down. Christian Carter's grandparents listening in Chandler, Arizona. So the Carter family from Arizona and California listening in. If you would like to join us, whether you're a Bruin fan or a Hornet fan, my text message number is 402-515-7654. Thanks for playing along with me on the broadcast. I'll be back in a few minutes with more exciting men's basketball action. Keep it right here on the Bellevue Bruin Sports Network.
It's kind of like Ray. I'm not going to
Back to the Bellevue Bruins Sports Network. We are at halftime of the men's basketball game between the home team Bruins and the visiting Harris-Stowe State University Hornets. Out of St. Louis, Missouri, the Bruins with an 8-point advantage at halftime, 42-34. Bellevue shooting 53% from the floor. Harris-Stowe shooting 43%. Bellevue with 10 three-pointers. Again, another hot shooting night from behind the arc for the Bruins. 5 three-pointers for the Hornets. Bellevue does not shoot a free throw in the first half. Harris-Stowe 5 of 6 from the free throw line. That accounts for the 42-34 score. One more text message in the queue during our halftime break. That comes from Team Carter. They like to see it's raining threes in Bellevue, just like the rain coming down in Northern California. Let's go number 11, Christian Carter and team. Happy Thanksgiving to our Bellevue Bruins and their families. We appreciate the broadcast, Mick. Thanks for the compliment. Thanks for the Thanksgiving greetings. We hope everybody out there enjoys the holiday coming up this Thursday. We all have a lot to be thankful for, so let's give thanks not only on Thursday, but throughout the entire year. Next 3 games for the Bellevue Bruins will be on the road, but none of them will be too terribly far away. Next weekend, the Bruins will travel to Fremont, Nebraska. That's less than an hour's drive from Bellevue. On Saturday, November 25th, they'll be taking on the number 4 rated Langston University squad out of Oklahoma. The next day, Sunday the 26th, they'll play the home team, the Midland University squad. And then on Thursday, November the 30th, an exhibition matchup against the University of Nebraska at Omaha. They're an NCAA Division I squad, so the exhibition match, but gives both teams a chance to get some extra playing time on the floor before the Bruins return on December 2nd back to home against Union College from Lincoln, Nebraska. Leading scorers for both teams, Ken Martin with 14 points for the Hornets, TJ Fritz with 15 for the Bellevue Bruins. The only 2 guys in double digits to this point of the contest. Possession arrow pointing towards the Bellevue Bruins, so they'll have the first possession of this second half. The Bruins used a 14-0 run late in the first half to build up that double-digit lead. They'll try to expand into the second half. Harris-Stowe, who got behind yesterday in their opening match against Dakota State University, came back and actually took a short-lived lead before Dakota State wound up with the victory. Christian Carter working against Anthony Bell. Into the hands of Jerome Bynum. Nice feed inside to McKeem Loudermill, and that one will go in. Again, an assisted basket. Bynum on the assist. McKeem Loudermill on the basket. Both of those guys played previously at Southern Arkansas Tech. Give and go for Harris-Stowe inside. Left-handed shot won't go down on the attempt by Tyler Victor, but the follow-up is good.
2 points, Hornets. Basket by
back to an 8-point lead for the Bruins. Here's Loudermill at the top of the key, over to TJ Fritz. Quick release attempt for a three. That one a bit too long. The rebound brought down by Breon Mosby. Top of the key, Anthony Bell II now working across the perimeter to the left side, now reversing here to the right. Seth Chargois working contact made, no good. Rebound to TJ Fritz. As Chargois trying to play defense against him after they battled against each other down the other end of the floor. Harris-Stowe increasing the defensive pressure. Christian Carter, nice head fake. The pass to Jerome Bynum, it's good. Jerome knocks down another shot. His third three-pointer of the night. 11 points in total for the senior. Jerome out of Chicago, Illinois. Our guest last night on our post-game wrap-up. Stick around for that again tonight. Lucas Gabriel and one of the Bellevue players will come on up. We'll get a chance to visit about today's game and the rest of the upcoming games. Tyler Victor leaves it behind for Patrick Evans. Back to Victor, and a foul will be called. So 2 free throws upcoming for Tyler Victor, the Massachusetts native.
That's his second. Bruins first in the half. The line, Harris-Stowe State, Tyler Victor, shooting 2.
Victor, 6'8" sophomore. 67% free throw shooter on the season. Makes the first. Back to a 10-point game. Two minutes plus have gone by in this second half. That one also in. Harris-Stowe put on a lot of backcourt pressure in the first half. They drop out of that here in the early part of the second half. Bynum to Loudermill. Another nice behind-the-back pass over to Christian Carter. Pull-up jump shot, McKeem Loudermill off the assist from Christian Carter. Well, the Bruins continue to do a nice job of passing to teammates who have a good look for the basket. Patrick Evans over near the Hornet bench, trying to look inside. Gets it over to Breon Mosby. Mosby's pass deflected away by Loudermill, but corralled back again by Mosby. Shot clock down to 5. Shot clock down to 1, and just before the buzzer, shot is off. No good. The ball will stay with Harris-Stowe as Liam Thompson and Breon Mosby battling for possession of that basketball. Off the bench, Ken Martin back into the game for the team from St. Louis. The drive to the basket is good. Seth Chargois able to shake his defenders and have an easy look to the hoop. 9-point game. Christian Carter across the timeline. Hakeem Loudermill comes up, back and forth. Christian Carter with some nice moves, jitterbugging his way down the lane. The bank shot with the left hand is good. Back up to a double-digit lead. Bellevue shooting 46% from the floor on the season. They're at 57% tonight. Driving lane, and the feet go out from underneath. Anthony Bell II. That'll be a traveling violation. Just hit a little bit of a slick spot, and the breaks didn't work. Chang back in, Wilson back in, Groby back in for the Bruins. Bellevue using its bench a little bit more heavily than Harris-Stowe. Here's Caleb Chang bringing it up the floor. Nice spin move. Chang working his way through traffic. Back into Caleb's hands once again. Ball hawked by a couple of different players. That pass intercepted. Defensive play made by Anthony Bell II. Harris-Stowe will set back up on the offense since they didn't have numbers. Anthony Bell II directing traffic.
Get there, Ray! Get there, Ray! Help, help, help!
Down low to Patrick Evans, trying to work in the land of the bigs. He'll draw the foul, and he'll have 2 free throws upcoming. Let's see who's going to draw the foul for the Bruins.
Foul for the Bruins, number 15.
Liam Thompson will pick up his 3rd personal foul, 2nd team foul of the half. Again, Bellevue has not shot in a free throw in this entire game.
Patrick Evans.
This will be the 9th and 10th free throws for the Hornets. Patrick Evans will take him. Evans with 9 points, make it 10 with the first free throw. TJ Fritz back in, replacing Liam Thompson.
TJ Fritz.
Lucas Gabriel talking across the way with one of the officials. 3-man officiating crew. They're a pretty big-sized group. Each of them looks like they're 6'3" or taller. They've got to play some college basketball earlier in their lives. 2nd free throw with a little assist from the rim is good. Back to a 9-point game, nearing the 15-minute mark remaining in the contest. Bellevue looking for its 2nd win of the season. Harris-Stowe looking for its 3rd. TJ Fritz, again, that quick release, but it's off the back of the iron. Flying in for the rebound, Breon Mosby. Mosby and Victor with 3 rebounds apiece for Harris-Stowe, tops in that category. Nigel Wilson, got the block with the hand, but the official saw body. Nigel will pick up his 2nd personal foul, 3rd team foul. So again, more free throws upcoming. This time it'll be Anthony Bell II, the senior out of Inland Empire, California. Again, great shooting from the free throw line for Harris-Stowe. They're 9 of 10. Make that 10 out of 11. Christian Carter with the dribble. And that's going to be a foul called against Patrick Evans, his 2nd personal foul, as he crashed into Nigel Wilson, setting that pick. Bruins retain possession of the basketball. Caleb Chang has it taken right out of his arms by Seth Chargois. Chargois working against a trio of Bruin defenders. It's knocked out of bounds. Raiden Kroby on the defensive play for the home team. An offensive foul goes against Harris-Stowe on the inbounds play. That'll go against Breon Mosby. He'll pick up his 2nd personal foul. Now 2 team fouls against the Hornets. Very interesting inbounds plays run by Harris-Stowe. Sometimes they run kind of a circular pattern. Other times it's a serpentine pattern. And now the Bruins will pick up the foul. Nigel Wilson stuck out that knee as he was attempting to set a screen at half court. Back in for Harris-Stowe, Aubrey Rufus, a junior guard from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Checking in for Hornets, number 0, Aubrey Rufus.
Rufus with the basketball. 51-44 our score, a 7-point game. Bellevue led by as many as 13 points. That lead is cut down to 7. Drive to the basket. by Anthony Bell. He got a step around Chang and banks it home. Still a 5-point advantage for the home team. Here's Jerome Bynum showing off some dribbling skills across the way. Fritz double teamed, lost the ball for just a second, but the official across the way with the whistle slapped across the arm. That's why he lost the ball.
Fouls on Harris-Stowe State, number 12.
Seth Chargois picks up his first personal foul. Now 3 team fouls against the Hornets. Here's Bynum. Jerome, kick out pass to Raiden Groby. Head fake, drive, has his pocket picked. Defensive play by Breon Mosby. Harris-Stowe quickly down the floor. So is the Bellevue defense. Nice stop on the play by McKeem Laudermill. And on the follow-up, however, Breon Mosby will go to the free throw line. Well, it seems like every Bellevue foul in this half is in the act of shooting. Though 2 more free throws upcoming for the visitors from St. Louis. It'll be Mosby this time, the junior from St. Louis. And gets a friendly roll off the front of the rim. Bruins lead cut to 4. And now cut to 3, 51-48. So Bellevue has gone a little cold on offense over the last several minutes. Lucas Gabriel will call a timeout to try to discuss strategy with his team. Bruins will have 5 timeouts remaining. Harris-Stowe has 4 timeouts remaining with 13-12 remaining in the game. It's the Bellevue Bruins 51, the Harris-Stowe Hornets 48. Let's go Hornets! From Coach Cook's wife, stepdaughter, and grandson listening in Spartanburg, South Carolina. We're glad you're with us here this weekend on the Bellevue Bruins Sports Network. Michael Cook across the way, seated, talking to his team. Harris-Stowe has hung around. They trailed by 13 points at one time, but have hung around, and once again, it's a very close game. The Bruins up by 3 points. Lucas Gabriel will talk across the way, talking with the Bellevue squad. "17 players on the Bruins roster. 4 or 5, however, are in a redshirt year. Or possibly 6. 6 guys in sweatsuits on the Bellevue bench. Jerome Bynum with the basketball for the Bruins. Jerome with 11 points tonight. He's the leading scorer on the Bruins squad this season. Here's Caleb Chang. Tough man-to-man defense by Harris-Stowe. Back to the top of the key. Bynum will reset. 5 seconds to go. Bynum pull-up shot for 3. Hard off the back iron. McKeem Laudermill able to get the rebound. And a foul's going to be called against O'Bray Rufus. McKeem used his body, his 6'5" frame, to get up in the air over the top of Rufus for the offensive rebound. First offensive foul against O'Bray Rufus. Again, Bruins trying to look inside. Now they'll go outside. The shot by Groby is off the mark. And a chance to tie with a tray for Harris-Stowe. 51-48 our score. Anthony Bell directing traffic. Now he'll give it to Ken Martin. Back again to Bell. Tries to turn the corner. McKeem Laudermill with good help defense. 3-point shot from the corner. A couple of touches on the rim. No good. On the miss by Martin. Raiden Groby with the rebound. TJ Fritz will toss for 3, and TJ back on the mark with his 6th 3-pointer of the night. That jumps the Bruins lead to 6 points. Doubles it from 3 to 6, 54-48. Fritz with 18 points, leading the Bruins. Into the lane, contact May, loose ball on the floor, picked up by the Bruins. On the turnover, Jerome Bynum, tough shot in traffic. Comes up a little bit short. Harris-Stowe tries to return the favor by running down the floor. Caleb Chang gets mostly ball with his hand, but got body as well, so Chang will pick up his second personal foul. And hey, guess what? We'll have more free throws upcoming.
Team 6, the Bruins.
For Harris-Stowe. So this will be free throws 15 and 16. It'll be Seth Chargois who will take them here.
Seth Chargois.
The Hornets 13 out of 14 from the line so far, so that's kept them in the game. And they continue their great shooting from the line. 2 fresh Hornets, 3 fresh Bruins on the floor. As a team on the season, the Hornets shooting 76% from the free throw line. That's good, but the 93% they're shooting tonight is excellent. That one is off the mark. The lead at 5 points for the Bruins, under 11.5 to go. Fritz across the timeline. Versatile player, can be a guard or forward. Same can be said for Jerome Bynum with the basketball. Streaks down the floor, left-handed shot, and we've got a wedgie. The basketball stuck between the backboard and the rim. Possession arrow points to Harris-Stowe, so they'll get the ball back.
Checking in for the Hornets, number 5, Patrick Evans.
Don't see that real often, a couple of times a season. Into the game, Daniel Hayes for Harris-Stowe. First time we've mentioned his name. That's him, number 4 with the basketball right now. Good quick passing. Step back 3, O'Bray Rufus is on the mark for Harris-Stowe. And the lead down to 2 points for the Bruins. Bellevue had that scoring run toward the end of the first half. Harris-Stowe has had the advantage in scoring here over the last 5 to 10 minutes in this half. The shot by Carter, no good. The follow-up, however, by Liam Thompson is in the hoop. And the Bruins lead back to 4 points. Timeout on the floor called by head coach Lucas Gabriel with 10:27 remaining. The Bellevue Bruins 56, the Harris-Stowe Hornets 52. All right, one final time, we'll give out that text message request if you'd like to send one along. The number is 402-515-7654. Mick Krupski back behind the microphone. Thanks to the guys behind the scene. Logan Grant running the camera for us tonight. Sean Malley, facilities manager, gets us set up. He's been a busy man today, having to set up the equipment at a volleyball match at Bellevue West High School because this gym is not suitable to NAIA volleyball standards for the tournament facilities, then lug everything back over here for tonight's basketball action. That's why we didn't have a 3 o'clock broadcast for you in the game between Dakota State and Ozark Christian. Busy day. Women's basketball and men's soccer also in action today, along with the other 2 we just mentioned. There's a nice fall-away jump shot by O'Bray Rufus. Again, a 2-point game. Let's see how the Bruins will respond on this offensive possession. Nigel Wilson back on the floor for the Bruins, looking for a teammate to pass to. There's Jerome Bynum. Bynum trying to find some space in front of the Bruin bench. Back to Wilson. Wilson trying to back his way in. TJ Fritz collects the pass. Shot clock down to 4. The pass inside is knocked away. Hornets with a chance to tie or take the lead if this one is good. It is. The 3-pointer by Patrick Evans makes it a 57-56 lead for the Hornets. Wilson at the high post. Here's Carter. Now Thompson, a nice feed inside. Nigel Wilson finishes off the assist from Liam Thompson. Nice play working together for the 2 Bruin big men. Thompson listed at 6'6", Nigel Wilson at 6'9".
Hand up, hand up.
Rufus, another three-point attempt. That one no good. Nice job by Wilson boxing out to collect a defensive board. Bellevue with a 15-13 advantage in rebounds. Excuse me, 22-21. That was defensive rebounds, that first numbers I gave you. TJ Fritz tries to clear some space. Liam Thompson finds Christian Carter in the corner. He'll drive inside. That route is cut off, but he finds Thompson. Liam misses the first attempt. The kick out pass. TJ Fritz for a three-pointer. That's no good. Liam Thompson grabs the board, but he also grabbed a piece of Patrick Evans to knock him out of the way so he could get there. So Liam will pick up his fourth personal foul. 7 team fouls against Bellevue, so we'll have a 1-and-1 situation for the Hornets. It'll be Patrick Evans who will step to the free throw line.
The line shooting 1-and-1 for the Hornets. Patrick Evans.
Loudermill, Groby, Carter, Chang, and Fritz, the 5 Bruins on the floor. Front end is good. 15 of 17 from the free throw line for Harris-Stowe. Patrick Evans with 14 points, ties with Ken Martin for the team lead. 58-58 on our scoreboard. And it'll still be 58-58 as that second free throw swoops away. Bellevue back into its offensive pattern. Christian Carter looks inside, can't get the pass there. Chang into traffic, out to Carter, shot short, may have been partially deflected by Patrick Evans. As Harris-Stowe back to work on offense. Bellevue back to work on defense. The drive by Evans, pull-up shot from about 12, no good. Caleb Chang with the defensive rebound for the Bruins. Quickly ahead to Christian Carter. Carter tries to drive right side underneath. A couple of players fly by, contact made. That will be a foul against Anthony Bell II. Just a 5th team foul, so not a shooting situation, I don't think, unless they say he was. Yes, they say he was. So Christian will head to the free throw line.
The line shooting 2 for Bellevue.
2 shots, second personal against Anthony Bell. Here's Christian Carter at the line. Christian, an 80% free throw shooter on the year. Bang, the first one. Bellevue back on top by 1. Checking back in, Seth Chargois for Harris-Stowe.
Number 12, Seth Chargois.
Harris-Stowe basically using an 8-man rotation. The Bellevue Bruins using a 10-man rotation. Christian, good from the line both times. Bellevue up by 2, 60-58. 9 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in the contest. Right side heavy are the Hornets. Now the drive into the lane. Anthony Bell II will kick it out. Shot from the side of the free throw line. That's no good on the miss by Martin. Christian Carter with the rebound. Carter with 3 rebounds and 4 assists in action so far. Looking for help. There's TJ Fritz. Halfway through the shot clock. Knocked out of bounds. It'll stay Bellevue basketball. And Lucas Gabriel wants to talk things over. A full timeout with 6:43 remaining in the game. The Bellevue Bruins 60. The Harris-Stowe Hornets 58. After tonight's game here at Bellevue, the Harris-Stowe Hornets next in action on Tuesday, November the 21st. They'll take on Crowley's Ridge College. Home game in St. Louis before they conclude the month of November. Post-Thanksgiving against Campbellsville University and Fontbonne University. Back to the action here. Bellevue shooting 49%. They shot on the upper 50s earlier in the game, but have gotten a little colder. 42% for Harris-Stowe. Carter slides to the floor. That'll be a tie-up. Possession arrow points to the Bellevue Bruins. A couple of times tonight we've seen players try to go to a jump stop, but their feet go out from underneath them. Good job by Bellevue associate head coach Nate Geiser up off the bench with a little towel duty, cleaning up the perspiration on the floor.
Possession.
Second game of the day, so the humidity level inside the Lozier Center probably a little higher than it was at the beginning of the day. And at the buzzer, shot clock buzzer, Raiden Groby almost connects, but it spins out at the last second. And again, Harris-Stowe with an opportunity to tie the game or take a one-point lead with a tray. Bell, top of the key. He's done most of the job of the point guard duty today. Gets it inside, spin move by Mosby. That one won't go down. A trio of Bruins battling each other for the rebound. It'll go out of bounds. And Harris-Stowe will retain possession. Wilson, Thompson,
Wilson, number 15, Liam Thompson, number 25.
And Bynum back into the game for the Bruins. Again, kind of that circular movement. That's going to be a violation. A foul called for the illegal screen. That will go against Seth Chargois, his second personal. Now the 6th team foul. So on the next foul, the Bruins will shoot the 1-and-1. Bellevue still has not been to the free throw line the entirety of today. That will stay Bellevue basketball. Patrick Evans almost got the steal, but off his hands onto the sideline. The purple paint that rings the basketball floor. Bellevue with 20 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Bynum weaving in traffic. Jerome a little bit short on that one. So a couple of times now Jerome has found a seam. Last time from the left side, he got wedged against the rim. That time a little short off the glass. 5:50 and counting. Weaving pattern for the Hornets. Back to Bell. Hornets using a lot of the shot clock on their last several possessions. Pass inside, tipped away by TJ Fritz. He'll get the steal and then avoid a couple of Hornets on his way around. Ahead to Christian Carter. Liam Thompson, top of the key, back to Jerome Bynum. Jerome will launch for three. That one, no good. Rebound controlled by Ken Martin as he was battling against Moby to see who's going to hang on to that board. So both teams in a little bit of a mini slump here as we hit the 5-minute mark remaining. Chargois leaves it for Martin. Back out to Mosby. Now Evans, shot clock down to 7. Chargois fakes the pass, then dribbles it off his foot and out of bounds. So the turnover gives the ball back to the Bellevue Bruins, who've been clinging to this 2-point lead. 9 turnovers against Harris-Stowe, 11 against Bellevue. Christian Carter working against Seth Chargois. Bellevue now back into its offense. Lucas Gabriel across the way shouting directions to his team. Thompson, nice feed inside to Nigel Wilson, and a foul underneath. Nigel Wheatley wanted that one to drop down, but it stayed just outside the top of the rim. Seth Chargois will get the foul. That's his third personal, 17 foul. It's a 1-and-1, but a 2-shot situation here for Nigel Wilson. We've played 36 minutes almost in tonight's contest. That's the very first Bellevue University free throw. Nigel Wilson converts. The Bruins lead now 3 points. Wilson with 4 points on the evening. That one does not go down. Bellevue back on defense, trying to make another stop. Here's the drive by Bell. He's stopped. Again, just outside the perimeter. Evans tries to penetrate, leaving it behind now for Martin. Around the corner comes Chargois. He'll put up an 18-footer, no good. Battle for the rebound. It'll be Harris-Stowe basketball. TJ Fritz had to go off his hands and out of bounds, and across the way, head coach Michael Cook will ask for the timeout. Both teams will have 3 timeouts remaining with 3:59 remaining in the contest. It's the Bellevue Bruins 61, the Harris-Stowe State University Hornets 58. Again, congratulations to the Bellevue University women's volleyball squad. They made it once again for the 8th consecutive year into the NAIA National Volleyball Tournament opening round. They defeated Indiana University East out of Richmond, Indiana in action earlier today, 3-1 to advance to the round of 24. That'll begin November 30th in Sioux City, Iowa. So good luck to head coach Trish Sedlick, her assistant coaches, and the 20 young ladies on the volleyball squad, many of them in attendance here tonight, cheering on the men's basketball squad. Women's basketball tonight down in Kansas, taking on Emporia State. Emporia State leads that one at halftime, 32-24. And in men's soccer, men taking on Mid-American Christian, the top-rated team in the NAIA. And we don't have a score on that one yet available. That one supposedly started at 6 o'clock. We'll see if we can get an update before we end tonight's men's basketball game. Shot from the corner, 3-point land, no good. Rebound winds up in the hands of Seth Chargois. Fresh 20 seconds on the shot clock. Bell tries to find the lane down the left side. Leon Thompson there on the defensive play. It'll be a tie-up, but the possession arrow pointing towards the Hornets, so they'll retain possession. There'll be 12 seconds on the shot clock for the Hornets. Again, trying to work around some screens inside. Chargois handles it. He'll go to the floor, but Christian Carter is going to be called for the foul. They say Chargois tripped over the feet of Christian Carter. One of those hard plays. You're not sure if Chargois just tripped. There was definitely contact. Whose fault it was, the officials say it's Chris Carter's. He's pleading his case, but it'll fall on deaf ears, and so now it'll be Breon Mosby doing the towel duty with an assist now from Patrick Evans. So everybody getting into the action here. Don't want anybody to get injured, obviously, with the drop of perspiration. Here's Seth Chargois, the junior from Tulsa, Oklahoma, at the free throw line. Chargois with 5 points tonight. Off the mark on the 1-and-1. So uncharacteristically, the Hornets missed some chances at the free throw line. Thompson to Wilson to Carter. Carter on the drive. He'll draw the foul as he gets a couple of Hornets to get up in the air. I think that's going to go against Chargois. Let's wait and see. That's the 4th on Seth Chargois.
Seth Chargois, that's his 4th.
Chargois led the team in points last night
Number 11, Christian
with
Carter.
24 in the win, or the loss, excuse me, to Dakota State. Here's Chris Carter at the free throw line. First part of the 1-and-1 is good. He'll get another. Carter with 7 points. His first bucket, first point of the second half. 2 for 2 from the free throw line. So the Bruins extend their lead to 5 points at 63-58. Into the game comes Valdi Zephyr, freshman from Lawrenceville, Georgia. Zephyr, a big part of the game last night. Haven't seen him much today. Again, Anthony Bell, the second, directing traffic for the Hornets. Now goes to the left side. Chris Carter defending against him. Drive in the lane, kick out pass, Chargois. And a foul's going to be called, I think, against Liam Thompson. If that's the case, it'll be his 5th. Looked like it was clean. Official didn't see it that way, and it is against Liam, so his 5th foul for Thompson. 6 points on the evening to go along with 3 rebounds and 2 assists. Hakeem Loudermill checks in for the Bruins as Seth Chargois, the first of 2 free throws. Quite a disparity at the number of free throws tonight. Bellevue has only had 6 free throw attempts. This will be number 20 for Harris-Stowe. And that one is good as well. So 63-60. Checking back in, Aubrey Rufus replaces Chargois. Chargois gets a handshake from head coach Michael Cook as he heads to the bench. And again, backcourt pressure, a little bit more intensity perhaps now from Harris-Stowe. Pocket pick from behind by Anthony Bell. Down the floor, Christian Carter gets back on defense. They say no basket. A push-off on the offensive foul against Anthony Bell. His 3rd personal, now 9 team fouls. No free throws here, but both teams will be shooting the double bonus on the next foul. Hakeem Loudermill with the basketball. Out top, working inside to Nigel Wilson. Wilson one-on-one inside, trying to use his 6'9" frame out to TJ Fritz. Fritz has his path to the basket denied, gets it back, the ball loose on the floor, out of bounds. It'll be a turnover against the Bruins. And the Hornets with a chance to tie it with the 3. Back in comes Valdi Zephyr. 1 minute, 50 seconds to go in this one. Drive by Evans, nothing there. Good defense by Loudermill. Again, a lot of time taken off the clock by Harris-Stowe, trying to shorten the game. Loose ball there for the taking. It winds up back with the Hornets. Entry pass inside. Shot no good. Inside look to Zephyr. Swooped around the outside of the rim and fell away. Bruins would love to get points on the board on this possession as we're down to 1:17. Bruins with a 3-point lead. Tightly contested contest here. Bruins won last night by 25 points. This one, much more of a close effort. All the way across to Jerome Bynum. The 3-point shot off the assist from Hakeem Loudermill. Again, the 2 former teammates in JUCO ball. Hook up here at Bellevue. 66-60, 50 seconds and counting. Again, the Hornets taking some time. Drive by Bell to the basket, off the glass, no good. And that's tipped on the cylinder. They're going to say offensive goaltending, I believe. They're going to say defensive goaltending. Count the points on the drive from Anthony Bell.
2 points, Hornets.
I think a Bellevue player and a Hornet player had contact with the ball above the cylinder, but the official ruling is a basket for the Hornets. And now with 40 seconds remaining, it's 66 for the Bruins. Not quite sure. They have 62 on the scoreboard for the Hornets, but if they count that last basket, Okay, that was counted. So 66-62 our score. Sorry for the confusion, but had to wait till we got the official description of that last play. Timeout on the floor. Bellevue has 3 remaining. Harris-Stowe has 2 remaining. Seth Sargois will check back in for the Hornets. And we're set for a wild finish here. Quick check of the soccer score between Bellevue and Mid-American Christian. 0-0, or 0-0 to be correct, in the 27th minute in that contest. So Bellevue with 2 squads from the fall sports season qualifying for the national tournament. Women's volleyball and men's soccer. Full court pressure. That one slapped out of bounds on the entry pass by Anthony Bell, the second.
Possession will stay with Bellevue.
Maybe a second off the clock with that play. Christian Carter will entry in the corner, not where you normally go, and Chris will call the timeout to save a 5-second violation.
30-second timeout.
30-second timeout. So the Bruins will call the timeout. They'll still have to go to the length of the court on this inbounds play. Lucas Gabriel and staff and players across the way. Kind of a football huddle, like you were playing with your neighborhood friends. Probably wouldn't have a clipboard with you, but that's what he's drawing on right now to try to free up somebody to get this entry pass. Free throw shooting may come into play in the final 39 seconds in this contest. Bellevue a 71% free throw shooting team on the season, so that's good. But it's been the free throw line that's been the friend of the Hornets all night long, as they've converted a ton of free throws. By a ton, I mean 17 out of 21. A foul's going to be called on the entry play. It looks like McKeem Loudermill will head to the line for 2 shots now as they're in the double bonus. Foul is against Patrick Evans.
That's his 3rd.
Third personal foul against Patrick Evans. So from here on out, both teams shooting in the double bonus. Here's McKeem Loudermill at the line. McKeem hits the first. Loudermill averaging 8.1 points per game. He's a 77% free throw shooter. 38 seconds remaining, so only a couple of seconds off the clock over those last 2 plays. That one rattles out. Bruins lead by 5. Clock running, 35 and counting. 30 and counting. Quick release attempt at 3 off the rim into the hands of TJ Fritz. And quickly the Hornets foul TJ. That'll send him to the line. Let's look at TJ's number. 58% free throw shooter, which is kind of ironic. He's amongst the leaders at 49% of his field goals. Only a touch better from the free throw line with nobody in his face. Let's see if he can convert here. He hits the first one. The lead is now 6 points. A 2-possession game. A free throw here would make it a 3-possession game and make Harris-Stowe's task even more. TJ calmly hits them both. A 7-point lead with 27 seconds left. Up the floor with the basketball comes Anthony Bell, the second. Into the corner. Stolen away by TJ Fritz, kind of lying in wait. Double team fouled from behind by Anthony Bell. So TJ back to the free throw line for 2 more shots to really ice this one away.
Fouls on the Hornets, number 25.
The Bruins, who had lost their first 6 games in a row. Tough competition against Chadron State, Kansas Wesleyan, Park Gilbert, Embry-Riddle, Dort, and Northwestern, on the verge of having a 2-game winning streak. That one kicks out. So still a 7-point lead. 8 is better than 7. But 7 could be enough for the Bruins right now. Let's make it 8. TJ Fritz with the basket. That takes him to 20 points on the evening. Spin inside, that may be an extra step. Yes, a traveling violation against Anthony Bell, trying to free himself up. And with 11 seconds remaining, the Hornets still applying defensive pressure.
Turnover, Harris-Stowe State, Bruin basketball.
Jerome Bynum with the basketball, trying to work his way. Doesn't have to really get it across the timeline at all, but does to TJ Fritz. 2 seconds, 1 second, sound the horn, and this one is in the books. The Bellevue Bruins come away with a 70-62 victory over the Harris-Stowe State University Hornets. With the victory, the Bellevue Bruins are now 2-6 on the season. With the loss, Harris-Stowe now 2-8. Don't go away. We'll wrap it up with some stats and a visit from head coach Lucas Gabriel and one of the Bellevue players, if coach remembers, to come on up. For the Bellevue Bruins, they wind up shooting 47% from the floor, 39% for Harris-Stowe. Bellevue made 13 three-pointers, 10 of them in the first half. 7 of 17 for Harris-Stowe from behind the arc. From the free throw line, Harris-Stowe 17 of 21, Bellevue 9 of 12. Most of those coming in the final minute or two of the game. The turnover battle, well, Lucas Gabriel, you got that right on the nose. He wanted the Bruins to be 13 or less turnovers. That's exactly what they finished with, 13 turnovers to 14 for Harris-Stowe. Harris-Stowe winning the rebounding battle, 31-30. And with the assists, again, the incredible stat, 21 of 24 assists. 21 assists on 24 made baskets for the Bellevue Bruins. Individual stats for Harris-Stowe, Patrick Evans leading the way with 15 points. Ken Martin with 14. Anthony Bell, the second, had 12. Seth Chargois, after 24 last night, had 7 tonight. Tyler Victor with 6. Aubrey Rufus with 5. Breon Mosby with 3. For the Bellevue Bruins, TJ Fritz leading the way with 21 points. Jerome Bynum with 14. Another double-digit night for Jerome. Christian Carter had 9. Raiden Groby had 8. Makeem Loudermill with 7. Leon Thompson with 6. And Nigel Wilson had 5 points. That's the scoring summary as the Bruins move to 2-6 on the year. Nice to have a 2-game winning streak as they head to action next weekend in Fremont, Nebraska at the Midland University Classic. And then another game on the road against Nebraska Omaha at Baxter Arena. That'll be next Thursday in an exhibition game against the NCAA Division I squad. Back to St. Louis, 4 games. The next 2 out of 3 home games for the Harris-Stowe State Hornets as the 2023 schedule continues. About a month into right about a month or so. Concluding with the NAIA National Basketball Tournament in Kansas City, Missouri, come the month of March. All right, looking down on the floor, we see the guys' little cleanup crew in action. As we look down to see if head coach Lucas Gabriel is going to head on up. And yes, he is. All right, we're coming up. Good job, coach. Looks like TJ Fritz is going to join him on our broadcast as well. All right, 2 days in a row. All right, good job. Get that out of the way. Well, there we go. Sean's turning the camera around to see our ugly mugs over here.
That's the last thing anybody wants to see.
And Halloween was just a couple of weeks ago, too. No, we dress like this all the time. Joined now by head coach Lucas Gabriel, TJ Fritz waiting in the wings over there. We'll talk to him in just a little bit. Coach, you guys played extremely well at the end of the first half. You went on a 14-0 run to take control of the game, build up a double-digit lead. What was working for you guys back then, if you remember that far back?
Yeah, you know, we were handling their pressure. They're so athletic, they're so fast and strong, and they just keep coming with all types of full court pressure. And you know, this time it's a half court trap, this time it's a run and jump, this time they're double teaming the ball screen, and they just do a lot of different things defensively, and they're fast and strong. And what I thought we did really well was we handled all that pressure, and we were jump stopping and using our elbows and using all the tools that we have to handle pressure, and we were producing really good shots. And then conversely, we were getting stops. We were putting 2, 3, 4, 5 stops in a row together, which lets you run. Every time you get a stop, you can run. And we were able to do that. And that was when we made our run and kind of took control of the game. And when they, you know, got back into it, I think they tied it. They might even took the lead. We weren't doing that. We were turning it over. We weren't able to keep them off the glass, and we weren't really getting stops. So it was kind of a tale of two different stories there, but it was just really doing the opposite of one another, essentially.
You were kind of a prophet last night when we talked to you after the game. You said you needed to have 13 turnovers or less to win this one tonight. Guess the number. 13. 13, right on the nose. So good job of ball handling for most of the game tonight. Kudos to that. I know the stat, though, that you're probably really going to want to talk about is the assists to baskets. 21 assists on 24 made baskets.
You know, I don't know if we have a best player on the team. I think we got a lot of really good players. You know, last night it was Jerome that led us in scoring with 17. Tonight TJ comes up with 21. I think we have several different guys that can go get 15, 20 points, and it's just going to depend. And the key for us is we want to share the ball, we want to jump stop, and we just want to have good continuity. And we always talk about all the time, we want to share the ball unconditionally. I don't care if I score. I don't care if TJ scores. I just care that we score. And I think our guys are really starting to embrace that attitude, and that's what we want. So
it really is a long season. I mean, the first part of the season, you're trying to build a team, build that camaraderie, build that chemistry going together to get ready for the conference play, which determines if you get to that national tournament or not. Talk about what lies ahead now. You still have a few more games before the conference season starts. Next weekend, you're at Midland University for a couple of tough opponents there.
Absolutely. We play on Saturday at Midland. We play the 4th-ranked team in the country. We've never been afraid to. Bellevue's never, when Coach Eisner was here before me and Coach Pavement before me, Bellevue's never been afraid to play people. We've always gone out and played really good teams. I think this will be the 4th or 5th-ranked team we've played already this year, and we like it that way. You know, we think that we're one of the best programs in the country, and we want to go out and play the other best teams in the country and see where we're at. And right now, we know we have a lot of new guys, and we know that we're trying to piece it together, but we are, and we'll continue to do that, and we're looking forward to playing Langston on Saturday first, because that's who we have, so we'll just focus on that. I think after that we play at Midland in a true road game. Yeah. So, but right now let's just focus on Langston, one game at a time, and it's just about getting better every practice and every game, and we just want to keep doing that.
You embrace that. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger philosophy, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
What do you do now? You've got some Thanksgiving break coming up, I'm sure, but you still then have to get ready for another tournament. So what's the plans for this coming week for you and the team?
You know, this is one of my favorite weeks of the year. We have the guys took finals this week. Our guys have been incredibly stressed, some of them getting their academics done, and you know how finals week can be on college guys. So yep. Now we're done with that. We can take a breath, and we have a week off of school, so we can just really get focused on basketball. We can get a ton of skill work, a ton of shots, and I always tell the guys, you got no school, but you're still on scholarship. You're basically a professional basketball player. All these guys come to me, and they say, well, I want to play overseas, and I want to play here and there after college. And so, okay, that's great. I want you to too. Here's a week where you don't have to wait till next year, the year after, when you're done playing for me to be a pro. You can be a pro this week. You got no school responsibility whatsoever. So get in the gym extra. Let's get extra lifts. Let's have great practices, and we can really dedicate ourselves and really dive into our basketball. And this is a week where we always have a ton of improvement, and we make big leaps for ourselves just because we don't have any school to worry about, and most people do. So I'm excited. I'm really excited about having a whole week to work on our culture and our program.
Sounds good. Good luck with that. Congrats on the win. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family.
Happy Thanksgiving to you as well.
Thank you very much. Bellevue head coach Lucas Gabriel on our post-game wrap-up. Joined now by There we go.
My bad.
There, you're fine. Bellevue newcomer TJ Fritz has been a great addition to the Bellevue program. TJ, congrats on a great night. 21 points, 8 rebounds, and assists as well. What brought you to Bellevue University?
The culture here is impeccable, honestly. They always see that they're at the top. They always win the conference. No matter how the year starts, the year always finishes how you want to finish it. And I feel like I wanted to be a part of a winning culture again. And that's why I chose to come play for Coach Gabe.
You come from a very athletic family. We talked about that a couple of weeks ago. Your dad, a former Olympic athlete. Your mom, big into volleyball. Talk about the influence of them in your life.
Competitiveness. Honestly, you know what I'm saying? We always strive to be the best, you know. If my dad didn't strive to be the best, he wouldn't be who he was. If my mom didn't strive to be the best, she wouldn't be who she was. And they always, as we grew up, me and my little brother, they always pushed us to, whatever you do, just work to be the best that you can at it. And honestly, I've just kept it through for 22 years and till 22 more, you know, if it gets it there. So, you know what I mean? It's always about being the best you can.
You mentioned your little brother. Is he a college athlete? He's still in high school. Where is he along the way?
Yes, sir. He used to run track at Washburn University.
Okay.
And now he golfs and enjoys life, you know what I mean? He's younger than me, but it seems like he's retired, you know what I mean?
The good life. I'm retired too. Gotta love that. Are there any players here at Bellevue University who have kind of made you more welcome, newcomer to the program? Are there any one or two, a couple guys that have helped you become a Bellevue Bruin?
The whole team, all 18, all 21 of us, even coaches on staff. It's when you step foot on Bellevue, we want to win and we want to be a family. It's a culture here. Coach always talks about winning culture, always have a winning culture, and everybody here wants everybody to succeed. And like Coach said, like, we'll have people who will get 20 one day, 20 another, but it doesn't matter as long as we get a win in the column.
Sounds good. Any players on the professional level that you maybe modeled your game after? Anybody that you thought was kind of an idol growing up, besides your family?
When I was little, you know, I was a K-State fan when I was little, and I always used to watch Michael Beasley.
Yeah.
Just the way that Michael Beasley just carried himself. You know, he was, like Coach always used to call, just be a killer on the court, you know what I mean? And he was one of those ones that just, whoever was across from him, he always just was, they're not better than me, so he always went at him, and I just always just kept that mindset my whole life.
Sounds good. Thanks for coming up. Before we let you go, be sure to say hello to anybody who might be listening in besides your family on the Bellevue Bruins Sports Network.
It's always family, man. Mom, dad, brother, love y'all, man. It's always that.
Sounds good. TJ, congrats on a great night tonight. Continued success throughout this 23-24 basketball campaign.
I appreciate you.
Thanks.
Happy Thanksgiving, man. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to you, too. TJ Fritz joining us on the post-game wrap-up as we call it a night for that. Thank you, TJ. Appreciate you coming up. All right, Bellevue Bruins next in action on Saturday and Sunday of next week at the Midland University Tournament against Langdon of Oklahoma, and then against Midland University on Sunday. That'll wrap it up for tonight. Thanks again for all the guys behind the scenes working in the sports information and facilities management area for the school. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Happy Thanksgiving from me to you. Mick Krupski signing off tonight on the Bellevue Bruins Sports Network. Take care.